Season 1 Act 2 is finally here. Let's get into the meat of it and see what new content we have to explore. We've already read the patch notes. If you didn't see that, check the video. Check the video out. It's up there. It's on the channel. Patch notes. Yeah. Anyways, let's load in the game. We should be live. It looks like I need to restart. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see if it works now. Are we in? We're in. All right. Let's see what sweet stuff we're going to get with the start of Act 2. Hello, please load. There's my blessing. Blessing of light. Tap to claim. Give me something good, please. Some 90 Lumina leaves and 2,000 black market coins. Hell yeah. All right. Season of Daybreak Act 2. Wish Anibus new objective. That's weird. Enter the current season. All right. This hasn't updated for some reason with Act 2. You'd think this would have changed to the new story content, but all right, whatever. The event crest has not reset, which I'm okay with. I'm close to maxing this thing out, which is crazy. We have our draws. We need to make these. So that is going to be awesome. I'm curious. I think someone was saying that you needed to gild the seal to get this if you want to get the emblem, which is kind of insane because from what I've heard, gilding this requires Master 2 in Calamity Ops, which I believe is way too high. So we'll pull for these in a minute, see what we can get from this. We have 24 of them to pull. You know what? Let's just pull them right now, see what we can get from our seasonal Ingrams. So pulling 5. We got the shader, which is nice. A Morgan Perfected, nothing too crazy. Ooh, Gauntlet Ops Glow and a Legacy Glow. Come on, give me at least one ornament. There we go. Master of Crows. That's actually a pretty nice one. We're gonna have to take a look at Trinity Ghoul and see what it does specifically. We got another ornament. How's this one look? Ooh, novel concept. I think I like this one more than the other one. This one looks really nice. And we got one. You know what? We'll buy one more to get us to that 5. We'll pull one last more set of 5. Gives us another crystalline mystery. So we got, that'll give us an extra 100 Lumina leaves for a pull. So we're still missing the Daybreak Flawless and the Strife Secrets. I haven't gotten the upgrade material. I need to attempt to upgrade this. So we're gonna have to keep pulling in hopes of getting these 2 later. But for now, let's continue on in and see what else we can get here. Let's take a look at the events. We got new cosmetics. So we got a Helhest cosmetic, the Crow bundle. That's actually pretty cool. We got subscriptions, $27.99 for the new Founders Pass. It'll give you another 30 days of Tree of Lights and the Premium Battle Pass. It'll also net you 10 pulls for Helhest. Well, any event banner, which I think the only one active right now is Helhest. 240 premium coins, a patron title, and a season patron chat frame. I'm definitely gonna end up grabbing these. The Pandora's Deal as well is back. This is a weekly thing, and they added, like in the patch notes said, you get 10 Lumina leaves from it weekly, which is nice. I don't know if that was free or if that was just because I had previously purchased a Pandora's Deal and they just gave me those 10 now, which is it's cool. I'm okay with that. Let's check out what else we got in the store here. So featured we have the Helhest Crow bundle. This comes with, can I inspect this or no? All right, so it comes with this outfit for her, which you can't really even see because it doesn't do a good job of actually showing it. And this relic, which is just kind of like a change up on her arm. I don't know, it's kind of cool. And then we got the legendary Deep Space coating. Makes her pink. I like it. I like it. We got the Rossi 11 Sanguine Spring. Makes him red instead of blue. I actually like this one. I might buy this with Bright Dust, if it's available for Bright Dust. And the Silk Wrapped Jade. That's actually a pretty cool looking relic. We're gonna have to take a look at these characters. All right, these subscription stuff's all the same. Journey bundles have not reset yet. I'm kind of hoping they reset in Act 2. That would be nice to get more journey bundles for Act 2. Silver shop looks about the same. Lumina Leaf shop also about the same. Let's check out the cosmetics store. So yeah, we have Woodland Crow and Woodland White. We've already seen all of these. Here's the legendary version of hers. It's a pink one. So this is the difference between like the legendary one and the mythic one. So the mythic one looks like this. I mean, sorry, the legendary one looks like this, and then the mythic one looks like this. Not bad, not bad. We have Rebirth. This comes from Draws. That one's actually pretty dope. That would go good with Gwen. Though the Shadow Realm one also goes really good with Gwen. Yeah, I think that one would be really cool with Gwen. Though it's hard to choose between this one and the other one. What do we got? Anything? Decals are still the same. Weapon, no new weapon ornaments. They need more weapon ornaments. They need no more way for whales to spend. Ooh, that's cool. Crowed Feather. It's a new ghost shell. This is probably from getting one of the illustration things from the new draws. And they added the Ingrams to the Bright Dust store. That's nice. So you can buy these daily for Bright Dust. I have plenty of Bright Dust to spend. And that looks like about it. Anything new in the exchange shop? I highly doubt it. So the rarities, we'll be able to get the Trinity Ghoul Catalyst. What about the exotic shop? So they still kept Furies here in the shop. So I guess if you want to purchase your Furies with this season's Battle Pass coins, you can. Though obviously the discounted one is gone, sadly. So I guess it might be a good idea to purchase the discounted one each pass. Like maybe get the 30 and then get the extra 10 from Drifter and then spend that on the discounted one at least. It's I don't know, we'll have to see. Nothing crazy new in here, it's looking like. Yeah, nothing else new that I can see besides what we've talked about already. Let's take a look at the events. So we have the Helhest tech upgrade. So what do we get from this? Complete Helhest's upgrade objectives to claim Royal Contravene shards. So you'll get 5 for maxing out her power at 55,600, which isn't too crazy. So acquire Helhest, you'll get 20 shards, draw a total of 80 times in Winter's Emissary. Damn, okay. That's crazy. So 80 pulls will get you these rewards. 120 pulls gets these. 160, 200, 240, fully upgrade Helhest's talent tree. This is rough. I don't like this. I mean, to be fair, a lot of this stuff is like endgame incandescent clusters, but like, I don't know if I like this. This is like 240 pulls plus the Helhest tree for some loot, like for 2 incandescent sheaves, 3 incandescent sheaves, and like 4 fruits. Like they're being really stingy on these materials, like way more than they need to be. Like this isn't even close to like what you would need to upgrade her. Cosmetic rewards: acquire Helhest ornament the Crow, acquire Helhest ornament Shadows of the Past. So basically just get ornaments from her, and then reach bronze medal with Helhest, reach silver medal with Helhest, and reach gold medal with Helhest. Not exactly what I was hoping for from an event, not gonna lie. Kind of disappointed in this. I was hoping it would be more stuff like, you know, complete like a master activity with Helhest, complete a grandmaster activity with Helhest, or like acquire Helhest is an obvious one, and like stuff that actually requires you to play the game with said character, not just like spend a fuck ton of money and draw a bunch for these rewards. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan at all. Like even like on top of that, like really 1 piercing choice chest, like really? Like it just feels like if you're expecting me to do 240 pulls, right? Let's do the math on that real quick. So the 240, multiply that by 180. Yeah, that's like 43,000 Lumina Leaves. Like what? Am I doing that math wrong? I don't think I'm doing that math wrong. If you like each pull is 180, multiply that by, yeah, that's 43,200 Lumina Leaves. That's insane. That is an insane amount. And you also, if you were to do 240 divided by 60, that's only 4 permanent draws. Like, I guess, like, by the time you're hitting this, you're definitely, you're more than likely to have your fully upgraded talent tree, but still, like, holy moly, that just feels rough. I get it's a gacha game, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. I feel like there should have been rewards in here for just playing the game as Helhest. Like I said, Master, Grandmaster, I don't know, do, like, play Calamity Ops with her, play, like, Gauntlet Ops with her, like, just stuff like that. Like, just play the game with her, get kills with her. Like, there should have been, like, at least one tab with, like, loot to help upgrade her just by playing the game with her. But I don't know. Yeah, not a fan of this, not gonna lie, not a fan. We have the Pandora's Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so maybe this is where that'll come into play here. It doesn't really look like it. It looks like this is kind of separate. So you get 10 of these a day, it looks like. We have challenges as well. So you can clear a strike for 2, clear Gauntlet Ops, Blitz once for another 2, complete a high value bounty, complete a Shadow Shaper, go fishing, complete Singularity Chaos. And that'll net you 10 of these daily. And you can, you can, I guess it's like 1 per spin, and once you've collected everything here. So there's actually some nice stuff here. You get, I'm assuming that this is like 7. Is that what this is? Like, you can grab this 7 times and grab this 66 times. That's what I'm guessing. So that means you get 7 times 3. That's 21 Arc Lumina leaves. This is a new light mythic choice Ingram, which has the bow in here, which is nice. So you can grab the bow. A bunch of the, it's actually a bunch of the materials you need to upgrade her. So I like this. This is nice. Especially so that's 200 Lumina leaves there. That's only 1 draw, but I mean, like, they're really stingy on the draws, I'm not gonna lie. The 2 incandescent clusters are nice, and then the premium one. So I don't know, it says claim all items from the Wheel to Fortune to unlock. I don't know if that means that you'll, like, when it says premium, I'm worried that it means that, like, once you finish this wheel and you unlock the premium one, you're gonna have to spend money to get this one. But I don't know, we'll see. Looks like there's also challenges, so complete 4 high value bounties, 8, 12, 20, 28, 36, 44, 52 high value bounties. This will get you a bunch more spins. I'm assuming by the end of the event, 13 days, you'll be able to get everything in here. So 4 of the artifactual clusters, I actually have way too many of these. I have like 18 of them right now. I don't have enough fruit to be willing to spend on these when I'm more worried about upgrading characters. The elemental artifact choice chest is nice. I feel like maybe they should have had this at level 80. Having these at level 70 is like, why even bother? Just put them at 80. Like, I don't know. Put it at 80 and that should be good. Another 6 of just like the unidentified. So that's another 18. 18 unidentified sheaves that you can use on anything. And then like 30 artifactual essence. You divide that by 2, I believe, per. So that's like 15 refreshes. It's not even enough to fully refresh a high, like at max, I believe it's 15, or is it 16? I think it's 15. At a very high artifact, I think it's 15 or 16 to reroll once to get like a plus 10 power. This is, so I don't know. I think this is nice. I really like this. This is free to play, a way for people to get a bunch of nice loot to upgrade her. This is what I was hoping for. I was just kind of hoping it would be tied to the actual character and like playing the character instead of just playing the game. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Sparrow racing is still going. Week 2 has started, it looks like. And then the new track is up, which is awesome. Now the question is, okay, it doesn't look like anyone's played Sparrow racing yet. I'm curious to see if someone's gonna find a glitch. That's the thing, like, I have a feeling another glitch will be found that'll ruin the leaderboards for this track as well, and they'll have to do the same thing they did for the last track. I believe, yep, the new Pegasus Bravo is here, though I thought this was supposed to be an exotic. Not a legendary. It's not even a mythic Sparrow. That's weird. It is a cool looking Sparrow, though. I'll take it. So that cost 800. Damn. Okay, so like what we did, let's actually figure that out. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 1100. So yeah, it's enough to buy everything. So you can get this by and still like miss a few things. Like, you know, I'm probably gonna get this and then buy these. Purchase bonuses, Shadows of the Past. So here we go. This will allow you to play the her story quest a little bit before unlocking her. It'll get you another draw. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this, but I am a big fan of this. I feel like you should give us quests to like play the new character. But whatever. You win some, you lose some. Here's the draw thing for her. So what do we got from the illustrations? So yeah, like I said, the transmat, and I'm assuming one of these is a ghost. Ooh, an emote. Take a seat. Are you gonna do it? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I actually really like that. That's pretty dope. That's cool. Really makes her look like a badass. How about this one? Crow feather. That is the other one we saw in the shop. And what is the last one? Ooh, a mythic sparrow. Mythic crow themed sparrow. Nice. She's very crow themed, which is interesting. All right. And then I believe if we check the details, we can see, yes, there's Rossi 11. So we will do, I have plenty of pulls here to do these in a little bit. And I think that about covers everything for new stuff. We obviously have, let's check out Calamity Ops. It's still calculating for another 4 hours. We won't be able to see what the new stuff is here, but we might be able to get a glimpse of it from looking at the Expanse. So the Expanse is reset all the way back to the previous one. There's our rewards from the first 10. Free right there. Another 140 leaves, clusters, explosive, solar explosive shell, vulnerability, ability, weapon, void. I really wish this was solar. I could have used this on my wolf if this was solar. That's too bad. I mean, vulnerability, bonus, ability, strength, and weapon enhancement. I don't think that's too bad on wolf. All right, so let's see what our Origin 3 is. So yeah, it's arc piercing. So I'll be able to run this on my Tan 2 this should be pretty easy for me on Tan 2 with Borealis. I'm not too worried about that. And then the other one, we got piercing and solar rapid fire. Interesting. So this will be good for the Estella players. And I believe, let me check. Yeah, the other one is solar rapid fire. Yeah, I mean, most people are probably just going to run this with Ningfei, not going to lie. I'll probably end up running this with Ningfei as well instead of Estella, but Estella is definitely a good choice for this one. And then the other one you'll be wanting to use either a Tal or the two new characters, or if you got a high level Tan 2 with Borealis, it'll be a good choice there as well. Pretty nice. I'm enjoying the stuff here. All right, so let's get our draws. Let's see how lucky we can get on our draws. Obviously, there's some pack stuff here. I'll deal with that later. And our mail. Let's, greetings. We fixed the Pegasus Bravo Sparrow bug and have returned the shop. Oh, we got 200 free medallions, actually. So that'll help us towards getting that Sparrow we were just talking about. And there's our 200 free leaves. So let's grab all of that. There was something else in there that I didn't read. Oh, this is the Calamity Ops. So 1100 Lumina leaves from Calamity Ops, the 15 parameters, and the 4 incandescent clusters. It sucks because I was in the relegation zone. I ended up going back down to Expert 1, which is a bummer, but I mean, you win some, you lose some. All right, it's draw time. Let's, I'm 25 away from my guaranteed pull, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to pull Helhest here. But, you know, let's give it a go. So there's 1800 right there. All right, let's see what we got. No Helhest. We did get Rossi 11, though. Perfect. We can test him out. All right, so we got another 10 pull here. Let's hope we see one. Wow, really? I got some real shit luck, I guess, here with these pulls. We're at a 30% chance. All right, I know I have some, let's see, Fortuna. I should be able to, yep, one more. Let's grab one more. Pull one more time. Nope. Damn. Man, I am having real bad luck. Give me a second. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. I ended up grabbing the Founders Bundle for the seasonal battle pass, and that gave us enough draws for Helhest. So let's go about and let's pull Helhest. God, what bad luck. There we go. We got our one pull of Helhest. There she is. Let's look at that pull. I mean, we've already seen this. We already know what it looks like. She's beautiful. I'm excited to give her a go. New character, Helhest. So we got our one Helhest. We got a second Rossi 11, which is nice. All right, let's take a look at these characters. Also, there's our events. Let's grab 20 of these. All right, characters. Where is she? Rossi 11. So right now we have our... So it looks like she only has one mythic bow. You have an arc mythic bow, and then we'll be running the Royal Contravene with her, obviously. Relic abilities. All right, let's look her over. Deploys a drone 5 meters in front of her. After deploying, the drone will be launched to the target location and hover in the air for 80 seconds. Holding down the button will allow Helhest to deploy a drone at the reticle's position up to 40 meters away. There are two types of drones, boosting drone and healing drone. Only one of each type can be present at a time. Casting the ability again raises the drone's level up to a max of level 2. There's a cooldown period between upgrades. Once the boosting drone reaches its destination, it unleashes a damage boosting light wave once every 1 second towards allies within a 10-meter radius, granting them 5% ally damage up to 20%. Let's see. So, yeah, these bonuses are increased by leveling it up. So it increases ally damage bonus, and once the healing drone reaches its destination, it links to all allies within a 10-meter radius, healing them over time for 30/40 health per second. Drones come with an auto fire module. Once every 4 seconds, they will fire one arc projectile at combatants within a 7-meter radius, dealing 75/100 arc damage. Drones will be automatically recalled once they are more than 50 meters away from Helhest, restoring energy for rapid deployment based on their remaining duration and level at the time of recall. This ability starts with 2 charges. That is nice. So we have the... So this is the damage one, I believe. Deploy a drone in front of Helhest. So let's see. Yeah, shoot that guy. So that's the one that gives the damage bonus. That's nice. Damn. So that's a level 2 one, and it's shooting at the enemy. It shoots pretty slow, but obviously I have a feeling you will be able to upgrade this to make it more important. And then this here is the healing one. So let's see the healing one. So, oh no, he's taking damage. I don't like that helmet. I don't like most of the helmets on the characters, I'm not gonna lie. So that's pretty dope. That's nice. And then let's see this other one. Salvo. Helhest activates her prosthetic, launching a volley at the reticle's position and gaining 3 stacks of the salvo effect, which lets her fire at combatants or terrain to launch another volley. When the volley is fired, Helhest's prosthetic and all mini drones on the battlefield will fire 1 arc projectile at the reticle position, exploding on hit and dealing 100 arc damage to combatants within a 6-meter radius. If the max number of drones haven't been deployed, the arc projectiles fired by the prosthetic will gain a damage bonus, dealing up to an additional 300 arc damage. The arc projectiles her prosthetic launches inflict confined for 3 seconds. The boosting drone's arc projectiles inflict arc residue for 3 seconds when they explode. The healing drone will also fire a homing heal projectile after a short delay, granting the ally with the lowest health within a 7-meter radius the arc recovery effect. Alright, so let's take a look at this. This seems pretty cool. So she goes ahead, summons her 2 drones, and then everything just summons volleys and then basically arc explosion. That's pretty sweet. I like that. And then her super teleports the super drone from her base to the battlefield. The drone will follow her for 16 seconds. While the super drone is present, it will increase the damage bonus / healing effects of boosting drone / healing drone by 300%. The super drone will continuously mark the nearest combatant with a 7-meter radius and fire 20 arc rockets at them once every 2 seconds. Each rocket deals 50 arc damage. Additionally, the super drone will link to the ally with the lowest health range, restoring 500 health per second. When the super drone is summoned, it will immediately trigger an auto fire attack from the boosting drone and healing drone on the field. Afterwards, it will reduce the firing interval of their auto attacks by 50%. Let's take a look at this. That looks pretty sweet. The drones, I'm not gonna lie, are pretty cool. Like, as much as I was dissing on them, they do look really cool. All right, and what are her relic traits? So deploying or upgrading a drone increases the damage bonus / healing potency of the boosting drone / healing drone on the field by 200% for 4 seconds. Repeatedly applying this effect extends the duration. This trait will not take effect while super drone is present. Allies, including Helhest herself, gain 40% movement speed while within the range of boosting drone / healing drone. This effect lasts for 8 seconds after leaving the drone's range. That's nice. So as long as you have drones active, you're going to move 40% faster. This will allow her to like compete a little bit with Ningfei, but not exactly. Releasing the super drone upgrades the boosting drone / healing drones present to max level and refreshes their duration. Additionally, any boosting drone / healing drone deployed during this period will be upgraded to its max level. We also have it so casting salvo grants the overclocked shot effect. Shortens bow draw time and linear fusion charge time by 50%. Shots that hit combatants also deal in an extra 15% arc damage. Additionally, when overclocked shot is active, it grants weak spot lock-on within a small range while aiming down sights. This does not take effect against light bearers. So this increases the additional damage by 22, 30, and then the final one is 40. And then at level 4, we get when Helhest has salvo stacks, she's also considered to have the overclock shot effect, making linear fusion rifle shots reload 1 round from reserves. Damn, that is good. Also, her passive, when boosting / healing drones buff / heal allies, they also grant the assisted calculation effect for 20 seconds. Helhest herself will always have the assisted calculation effect. So assisted calculation is dealing damage to combatants also inflicts data analysis. For 12 seconds. Data analysis is when afflicted combatants are defeated, they drop 1 data fragment, which can stay on the ground for up to 60 seconds. And then data fragments are, once data fragments are generated, they will be automatically absorbed by the nearest boosting / healing drone, then loaded to Helhest's prosthetic to power her encrypted network. The efficiency of which encrypted network absorbs data fragments falls as the number of fireteam members increases to a minimum of 33%. The encrypted network can store up to 48 data fragments. When the encrypted network has accumulated more than 24 data fragments, Helhest can interact with the boosting / healing drones and consume 24 data fragments to provide allies with a 70-meter radius with 1 heavy ammo brick. So basically, her passive allows her to passively generate heavy ammo. This is honestly probably the biggest part of her kit, especially for like longer activities, calamity ops, allowing yourself to consistently generate imagine a Ningfei who never has to worry about running out of ammo for his Mahamuri. Just being able to make sure your teammates can always use their heavy and have almost infinite heavy ammo is insane. This is one of the biggest parts of her kit. This is what I feel is the biggest part of her kit. Anyways, let's take a look at Rossi 11. Rossi 11 is our other new character. He used bows and crossbows, so let's pop him with a Mahamuri. And then again, we have the arc rare bow. We have a solar and an arc legendary bow. This is actually the bow that we used in Estella's legendary campaign, Estella's character campaign. So we actually already played with this one a little bit. And then this is the mythic one. Let's see what the new mythic one rolls with. So it rolls with Archer's Tempo, Emboldened Support, and Annihilation. And then the perk 2 drops with Black Body, Shiver, and Ensured Yields. Archer's Tempo reduces draw time by 40%, 3 seconds after a precision hit. Emboldening Support, your primary weapon gains up to plus 45% damage as your power weapon's ammo depletes. And the highest damage increase is granted when your power weapon has less than 50% rounds reserved. This perk cannot currently be upgraded. So basically, I think that's just saying there's no exotic mods that can give this. And then Annihilation, we've already seen. Black Body is another one we've already also seen. We have Shiver, Precision Final Blows. These are all, I'm pretty sure, perks that we have seen in the past. This is interesting. Precision Final Blows grant 25% precision damage bonus. Then what is Ensured Yields? Final Blows grant the next magazine 60% damage after reloading. If no final blows were made with the previous magazine, then reloading will grant up to 35% damage based on the number of hits landed. This weapon's reload time is shortened by 30% when it hasn't landed a final blow. This is actually, I can see why this is the recommended perk for a bow, because basically every shot is a reload. That's pretty good. Yeah, nice. And then all right, so let's see his relic abilities. Oh, we also forgot to talk about her talent tree. Let's see. So talent 1, rapid deployment, now has 3 charges. When charges are at the max and Helhest deploys a boosting drone / healing drone, the drone will be directly upgraded to its maximum level. While the combatants inflicted with Helhest's own data analysis present, the encrypted network automatically generates one data fragment every 15 seconds. That's a big one. An easier way to get more heavy ammo. Overclock shots damage is increased by an additional 20%. Reduces the data fragments quantity needed to airdrop a heavy ammo brick to 16, so that basically like halves it, so even more heavy ammo. The number of salvo stacks granted after casting the salvo ability is increased to 6, and her final one is boosting drones / healing drones max level is increased to 3. Level 3 boosting drones / healing drones effect radius is increased by 50%. Ideally, when firing weapons to direct level 3 boosting / healing drones to fire volleys, they will deal an additional instance of arc damage equal to 50% of the fired weapon's damage. Damn. All right, so let's head over to Rossi 11. So his passive is when any of Rossi 11's abilities hit targets, they grant 1 point of passive energy up to a maximum of 9. Passive energy is converted into an overshield at a 1 to 40 radius every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. So Rossi 11 basically has a permanent way to generate overshield every 2 seconds. That's pretty cool. So every 2 seconds he's getting an overshield. So he has Rossi 11 throws an arc orb forward. Once it hits a combatant or terrain, it will pull in and inflict confined on nearby combatants, then generate an arc cage that blocks incoming projectiles. So basically it's like a trap grenade. That's pretty cool. So it traps them in there and then they can't shoot out of it. I like that. That's pretty cool. His other one is Rossi 11 launches an arc thread, dealing damage to combatants it hits and granting Rossi 11 an overshield. So it seems like a very overshield dependent character. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then we have Photoelectric Gate. Rossi 11 builds a photoelectric gate before them that blocks incoming damage. Using the super again will launch the gate forward, dealing damage to combatants. That actually sounds pretty dope. Just a giant wall of death. This is upgraded version of, oh, that is so cool. I actually really love that. That looks so fun to use. His first trait is pulling strings. Oh, we looked at a super, right? Yeah. Threaded flow can now over-penetrate combatants. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that is this. I don't know what threaded flow is. It's probably somewhere in the details here. All right, whatever. Threaded flow can now over-penetrate combatants. Oh, that's the... Okay, so his like, throwy arc thread things can go through enemies now, which is pretty cool. When the photoelectric gate takes damage, it will generate 1 additional passive energy for Rossi 11. This effect has 1 second cooldown, so basically his super makes them generate overshield even faster. When Rossi 11's health is below 50%, gain an overshield will also heal them for 50% of the overshield's health. Damn. So basically constant overshield and constant, what's it called? You're getting constant overshield and you're getting constant healing every 2 seconds. We also have whenever iconic protection performs an energy conversion, it will also grant Rossi 11's bow and auto crossbow 1 stack of weave up to 3 stacks. When shot hit targets, they consume 1 stack of weave to generate a lightning strike, dealing 260 arc damage to combatants within a 2-meter radius. So basically this guy, that's pretty dope. So I'm assuming by lightning strike, it seems probably like Cloud Strike from Destiny 2, where like a giant thunderbolt will come from the sky striking enemies. And then that can be increased up to 100% at level 5. His level 4 one is when 0255 automatic crossbow shots hit, they instantly trigger ionic protection, consuming passive energy to grant an overshield and instantly converting it into an ionic cascade lightning strike. So I'm assuming that might be his mythic crossbow. So that might actually give him a reason. I don't know what I don't know what that is. Interesting. All right, whatever. Let's see, they're light linked. So, Helhest is every 3 consecutive precision hits triggers support bonus, enhancing allies' damage boost provided by abilities by 5.6% at max 9%. That's all right. And then Rossi 11's is increases the potency of healing and overshield received by 13%. This could be pretty damn good on some characters, especially like Yolder. All right, so that covers all of the characters. Let's take a look at the battle pass. It's the one thing that we didn't look at, and the new crossbow. So the Traveler Transmat effect, Founders Bundle activation bonus. All right, so we get some material selectors. What is this? Material selectors. That'll give us some stuff for mythic weapon pulls and some enhancement prism choices. Not really a lot, but I mean, it's level 1. At level 5, we get a draw. At level 8, we get a draw. Here is the Trinity Ghoul bow. At least some of the materials seem a little bit better than last time around. Here's the emote, Evil Possession. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That is pretty cool. There's still a lot of garbage in here, but there is a lot of better stuff than last time. You get your other bow you get the bow at 10. And then let's see, at 30, you get another emote. This one is Kneel in Worship. That's pretty cool. I can see myself using that. Oh, the exotic Ingram above it. Praying for an exotic. I love it. All right, and 30. Get another draw at 35. Is this a choice? Exotic choice Ingram at base 40. That's not bad at all. So there's some better stuff for sure in this battle pass compared to the last one. And then again, you get your other. You get 2 of these, and then I'm assuming the premium one gives you your 3rd one, and then it's the exact same as last battle pass, which is kind of rough. And the bonus past 50 is the exact same as well. So I don't know how I feel about that, the whole spiel there. But anyways, let's claim these rewards, and let's take a look at weapons. What am I looking for here? Archives, weapons, and just not owned. There we go. Trinity Ghoul. So Trinity Ghoul's trait is fires an arrow that splits when released. Aiming down sights and fully drawing the bow both decreases the spread. And then its other perk is precision kills grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities. And then its catalyst is lightning rod triggers from any final blows made using this weapon or arc abilities. So basically you can use an arc ability and not even precision kills will keep the chain lightning going. It's basically the exact same in Destiny 2's catalyst, where the original catalyst is the original weapon is you have to get a precision hit to make the chain lightning happen, and then the catalyst made it so just like any kill would make the chain lightning happen, which is really it's more good than you would expect, because now you have chain lightning on your next shot, and if that chain lightning kills anything, it keeps the chain lightning going. So you basically have infinite chain lightning as long as you're killing something, which is pretty good. When Lightning Rod is in effect, landing precision hits will extend its duration, triggering up to 2 times. Final blows made while Lightning Rod is extended will refresh the number of times the extension can be triggered. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm triggering up to 2 times. I'm assuming that means that Lightning Rod will trigger 2 times. Interesting. I'm not sure. And the final one is increases the chain lightning damage from Lightning Rod by 25%. With that said, I honestly don't know if this will be if it'll be worth running this bow over say something like Royal Contravene. It really just depends on the damage output of mythic linear fusion rifles versus Royal Contravene. Royal Contravene does an insane amount of damage, not gonna lie, but the ad clearing potential of Trinity Ghoul definitely is there, so it is a possibility to consider. We'll have to see once people start doing some tests on the weapon to see if it's worth it or not. With that said, let's give these characters some try. Let's give these characters a try. So we have our character trials. Let's give Rossi 11, Helhest a try first. All right, there it is. Okay, so this is the little graphic that I was talking about. So we have strategy drones. Deploy drones to provide allies with damage bonus and healing, and use Helhest prosthetic to unleash a coordinated volley. Defeating combatants grants data fragments, which can be used to replenish the fire team's heavy ammo. The past she's chasing plays out before her with the most theatrical of endings. Alrighty. So what did this give us? Okay, it just gave us an arc bow and a regular fusion rifle. Didn't even give us Trinity Ghoul in the trial. That's too bad. Alright. So let's deploy a drone. Where are the enemies? Hello? There we go. Alright. So there's 1 drone. There's 2 drones. So I upgraded that drone. And then these are her volleys. That's pretty dope. And that causes the explosions on that character. I actually really like that. So that drone is level 2 for like 60 seconds. That's pretty dope. The bow definitely feels very strong. It's much stronger than I expected it to be. All right, so we can upgrade that one. So now we have 2 level 2 drones. Let's bring the giant drone out. Not as exciting as I thought it would be. It definitely is doing damage though. So I can just generate ammo whenever I want now too. Oh, well, it finished. But that's cool. So once that bar finishes up, you can press E to generate ammo, which is nice. Oh, you can see the little ammo brick over here that the drone's holding onto. So I'm assuming when I walk up to this drone, I can generate ammo from it. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, let's try Rossi 11, give him a try. And I think that'll basically cover about everything from Act 2 for now. Launch Arc Cage. Launch Arc Cage to combine combatants, then use threaded flow to hit multiple targets, generating an explosion, providing an arc overshield. Arc Cage and photoelectric gate can also block incoming projectiles, protecting you and your allies. A veritable wrath who wandered from the Mediterranean, burdened by the weight of a city. Interesting. So I think the big thing for him, he just feels like he seems kind of like an Arc Ikora, because like Ikora has the whole like suck enemies in and then hit them with a big attack, and he seems to have kind of the same thing, like suck the enemies in and then just hit them with a big attack and just melt them all. Again, the bow feels nice. And him having a crossbow as well is also very sweet, like really dope. Like being able to have Mahamuri on him will make him just like a good character in its own with how busted Mahamuri is. I'm curious, I haven't been able to test it because there's not a lot of precision enemies here, but I'm curious. Let's see, so a held precision strike does 26,446, and then a perfect one, okay, so there is the whole perfected. So if you shoot your bow right when it finishes drawing, wow, that wall does a lot of damage. So if you shoot the bow right when it finishes drawing, it does more damage, just like it does in Destiny 2. So you can get your perfect draws, which is pretty nice. I like that. The bow feels really good. Yeah, we'll exit. So I believe that covers the most of the stuff for the season 1 release. There's definitely more that can and will be done. We have character quests to unlock and play. I'll be working on unlocking Helhest's character quest probably first, and then playing her, and then we'll go from there with Rossi 11 and see what else we can get. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you're excited for Act 2 and some new character gameplay. I'm excited to hop into Calamity Ops now that I can actually use Tan 2 and my precision characters. Hell yeah. And thank you, and have yourself a supernova day.